carpenter and woodcarver, as a telegrapher, Mirza Gadim as a phenomenon of our fine art school. The Azerbaijanians who lived in Armenia were famous and won the recognition not only in architecture and fine art but also in agriculture. Caucasus newspaper November 27, 1851 and 90 wrote about Abdurzam Marham, probably Muharrem, from Sharur region of Irevan province, have taken part in London exhibition and have been awarded a high award for the cloth manufactured from cotton cultivated from local growth. Isa Sultan Nejaf oğlu Shakhtakhtinsky was born in Irevan in 1871. He entered the Institute of Agriculture in St. Petersburg and in 1875 defended a thesis on agriculture and forestry in Switzerland. In 1877 he published Caucasian Almanac in Tiflis and Mihelson's printing house and was head of the political issues department in the editorial office of Tiflis Bulletin newspaper. His brother Abulfad, 1855-1913, was studying in the St. Petersburg University at the same time was Plekhanov and graduated from Heidelberg University in 1883 with bachelor's degree. He first translated Goethe's Sufferings of Young Werther. Thousands of graves of our forefathers Shaheeds who died during the endless battles against governors, tyrants, and invaders, robbers, lie from antiquity till our days at the same place near the foot of Irevan mountain in Armenia. This country's dastan causes double feeling. It excites deep, unforgettable sorrow in the heart and at the same time excites pride of our forefathers, farmers and builders. Their toil and sweat are in beauty of each adornment and ornament created with their hands. Traces of their valor and persistence are in stones and of steps of every traveler walking on green mountainsides and canals, melodies and majestic walls of old and new palaces. Nobody never in no way can deny this, because let alone the past, during the period when Armenia was a part of Russia, more than 7,000 from 10,000 of Irevan population made Azerbaijanians. The Irevan province took the third place after Baku and Yelizavetpol, Ganja provinces for a number of Azerbaijanians living there in the end of 19th century. According to the data from the first population census conducted in Russia in 1897, there were 313,178 Azerbaijanians in the Irevan province. There is one more fact proving that Azerbaijanians made their majority, namely the list of governors of Irevan Khanate from 1441 and to 1828 made by priest Oganes Shahatun. Emir said, end of 14th century, 1410. Pir Hussein, son of Emir said from 1410. Pir Yagub, his name as of Fair Khan, carved on the stone above the door of Sevan church. This monument exists at present time. Pir Hussein's son, 1420. Abdul, son of Pir Hussein, in 1430. Uzun Hasan, 1471. Yagub Beg under the command of Jahan Shah in 1440. Hassan Ali Karagoylu from 1460. Hassan Beg, grandson of Bayandur, 1475. Div Sultan Rumlu from 1515. Hussein Khan Sultan till 1550. Shakulu Sultan Ustajalu, 1550-1575. Lala Pasha, by name Gara Mustafa, period of Sultan Murad, 1577. Mahmud Khan Tokhmak, period of Shah Khudavan, 1576-1583. Farhad Pasha, period of Sultan Murad, 1583. Muhammad Sharif Pasha till 1604. Amir Gun Khan Gajar, period of Shah Abbas, 1621. Tahmazgulu, son of Amirgun, 1635. Murtuza Pasha, period of Sultan Murad, 1635. Kalbali Khan, 1636-1639. Muhammad Khan, Chagata Kutuk, 1639-1648. Khosrow Khan, 1648-1652. Muhammad Gulu Khan, son of Lala Bek, 1652-1656. Najaf Gulu Khan, 1656-1663. Abbas Gulu Khan, son of Amir Gun, 1663-1666. Shafi Gulu Khan, 1666-1674. Shahrukh Khan Bek took the place for 2 years, 1674-1675. Shafigul Khan, son of Rustam Khan from Tabriz, 1675-1679. Zal Khan, 1679-1688. Tuzagulu, son of Mehmed Reza Khan from Nakhchivan, 1688-1691. Muhammad Gulu Khan, 1691-1694. Zohrab Khan, 1691. Farzali Khan, grandson of American period of Sultan Ahmed, 1694-1700. Zohrab Khan, 1700-1705. Abdul Muhammad Khan, 1705-1709. Mehrali Khan, 1709-1719. Allah Gulu Khan, 1719-1725. Rajab Pasha, 1725-1728. Ibrahim Pasha and Mustafa Pasha, 1728-1734. Ali Pasha, 1734. Haji Hussein Pasha substituted from Ali Pasha, 1734. Mehmet Gul Khan, 1735-1736. Pir Muhammad Khan, 1736. Khalil Khan, 1752-1755. Ghazan Ali Khan Gajar, 1755-1762. Hussein Ali Khan, brother of Hassan Ali Khan, 1762-1783. Ghulam Ali Khan, son of Hussein Ali Khan, 1783-1784. Muhammad Khan, brother of Ghulam Ali Khan, 1784-1805. Mehdi Gulu Khan, 1805-1806. Muhammad Khan Maragalinsky, 1806-1807. Hussein Khan Gajar with brother Hassan Khan, 1807-1827. Armenian Soviet Encyclopedia. Azerbaijanians of Armenia were never indifferent to their homeland life and fate. They always took active position and played a significant role in all serious issues related to the fate of land they regarded as native. In hardest moments during internecine battles, they shed their blood with neighbors in graves and herds, and did not spare their lives. Now it's well-known fact that Azerbaijanians living herein regarding Armenia and Irevan as their homeland have never separated themselves from the general process of development of other people in spite of endless changes in government and changes in administrative division. Culture created in this land was closely related to its roots and was a part of the history of social thinking of their people. Of course, present publishing based on common traditions of our press, raised and developed on its ground, but objective difficulties connected to local conditions undoubtedly influenced this development and made specific changes. As there was a great deal of such difficulties, this country passed through many hands over the centuries. No attention was paid to development of culture. The process of development of social thinking was slow. Ignorance and obscurantism was convenient to the ruling circles. There were no printing houses, equipment, fonts, and experienced specialists. Masters were not cast due to complicity of Arab alphabet. Endless reproaches and threats suppressed any initiative and every undertaking. Kecharli, who arrived to Irevan in 1885, wrote in his letter published in Terjuman, newspaper 28.1.886 number 6, that Irevan scientists are so ignorant and they prohibit reading of Terjuman only because journalists working there is sonnet. These blind men don't understand that for the progress it's necessary to have newspapers, books, not only from the East but also from the Christian West. There were many people among the local population who wanted to punish propagandists of press word and enlighteners calling in newspapers and books to learn from the East and West. An order was given to kill Ali Mejun and Jabar Asgarzadeh, correspondents of Mullah Nasruddin in Irevan. Young correspondent Nasiri was wounded with dagger. Irevan correspondent Yusuf was killed. Here are lines written in the 8 numbers of Leylak Journal, May 28 issue. There is there in 1914. My historic, sit quietly at your place. Don't get involved, neither with Said nor with Bex. Don't you see, Nasiri was wounded with dagger and Yusuf was killed by Shublak in Merva? Interlinear translation. In spite of difficulties, persecution, threats in the second half of last history, there were volunteers who gave not only their skills, diligence, material values, but even lives for the noble aim of development of nation culture. It's mentioned to the document kept in the Central State Historic Archive of the Armenian SSR that after 2-year correspondence, Irevan intellectuals still can't receive necessary response and help from the state authorities. At last, they had to open a new school in the city at their own expenses. On March 29, 1898, a meeting has been held in the Blue Mosque in which 140 persons took part. The commission consisted of 24 members under the chairmanship of Ali Khan Irevan was elected. Each of the commission members visited the school, resolved arising problems, and necessarily attended lessons. A special statement was made for the payment of school's expenses. As evident from the statement, Abbasqulu Khan Irevan gave annually 50 rubles. Panakham Makinsky also gave 50 rubles. The other 17 persons gave 25 rubles each. 54 persons gave 10 rubles each. The name of Ain Ali Beg Sultanov also mentioned in this statement. Famous persons like Irevan Isa Sultan Abulfad and Muhammad Shakhtakhtinsky, Fazil Iravani, Gamarlinsky, Kocharli, Mehmet Gulzade, Novruzov, Nariman Bekov, Irevansky, Makinsky, Shafi Bekov, Sultan Mamedzadeh contributed significantly to opening of new schools, preparing of textbooks and programs, joining of theater lovers for performances, creating of conditions for books, printing in words, and the field of culture in enlightenment. Special role played first enlighteners, members of a charitable organization Saint Ripsheim in Irevan 18th, Sona Beyim, a daughter of Lieutenant General Ehsan Khan, Sarı Beyim, a daughter of Major General Kalbali Khan, Tovuz Beyim, a wife of Captain Hussein Sultan, Jahan Khanım, a wife of Staff Captain Ismail Khan, Girda Khanım, a wife of Mahmud Agha, Beyim Jan Khanım, a wife of Najaf Agha, Kurda Khanım, a wife of Javad Agha, who were aspiring to open the way to education for Azerbaijan girls and boys, exclusively thanks to their merit and ideas of last century for centuries. After the German Johann Gutenberg was invented the printing press, the book printed in Azerbaijan language was commenced in Irevan.